Welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Quake, Dissolution of Eternity on the Nightmare difficulty, played through Quakespasm-Spiked. We're doing all levels continuously, and this is R1M6, Temple of Pain. Let's begin. Alright, so the Temple of Pain is another one of those levels with an intimidating name, but isn't really all that intimidating. There are grunts at the start that you can kill with the super shotgun, or the rocket launcher if you're playing continuously. I prefer to use the rocket launcher. And the multi-rockets for that guy. And some of these guys too. Yeah, there's some Death Knights here. Probably should get rid of the grunt first, but he managed to not hit me throughout all of that. Amazing. Anyways, we're gonna continue on rocketing these enemies. We'll take the damage like a pro and go up here to grab some more rockets and a nail gun, which is pretty much just ammo for the real nail gun at this point. Which we'll use against these eels. There's some more ammo down here as well. With the rocket launcher hand, we're going to blow up the spawn so it doesn't duplicate itself, because that's what hell spawns do in this mission pack. I forgot to mention that whenever we first encountered them. Either way, you're probably going to want to get rid of spawns regardless the moment you see them, because they're such an annoying enemy. But anyways, we can press this button to open the cemetery gates, but also push this button to open this secret teleporter area to get the pentagram of protection. And with that, we're just gonna play rather recklessly. Except for this area where we're gonna delicately kill that hell spawn. But now, we're gonna go into this part, grab the grenade launcher, and get all these guys to come out. Especially these guys. And you. And this new enemy. It's a Wraith. He's pretty easy to kill sometimes, but you don't want to underestimate him, because although their main attack is pretty weak, their explosions are kind of deadly if you're close to them, because they explode when they die like the spawns. It's not as deadly as the spawn's explosion, but whatever. This is also a secret, by the way. And it leads to red armor and some ammo and some more things, and an ogre I forgot to kill. Whoops. I'm gonna go back up there just to get some more things. There's also some health if you happen to need that, which I don't. I don't even need the rockets because I'm full of regular ones. Alright, there's some eels down here through this cave, but also through this area. I'm going to break out the plasma gun because I want to kill these guys with it, just because I feel like it. There's more plasma here as well. And this is also a good spot to use it, I suppose, because there's some grunts there and some Death Knights that we can kill with it. The thing about the plasma gun is that it has some splash damage, so you want to watch out for that. So make sure that enemies aren't close to you whenever you're firing it. And of course, don't fire it underwater, because funny things happen as usual. Anyway, shoot that face and you'll be able to get this thunderbolt, which is a secret. But when you're done with that, you can kill the ogre and go back through this portal to be sent to this area. There's a Death Knight here probably, but either way, we're gonna go back through this area and into this door. And let's kill these guys and kill the spawn right there. And now we can just fire some multi-grenades. Just to get some of these guys in on the action. And yes, that was a war. And yes, it did lose to an ogre in an in-fight. Isn't like grand. There's also quad damage up there. I'll show you how to get it in a little bit. But first, we gotta let all the grenades fly. Oh yeah, there's another hell spawn here. Right by the stairway. There's one right there, and another by the stairway, so watch out for them. Anyways, you want to hit this torch so you can go through this portal and get the secret with quad damage. Grab the ammo as well if you happen to need that. I'm going to grab as much as I can. And now, I'll break out the super nail guns to superbly nail gun these enemies. There's a new item there that I'm not going to grab. I don't want to grab it, but I do want to shock these guys. And these guys too. And this thing. And these things. Yeah, the plasma gun is actually pretty useful in that area, especially if you have the quad damage still active, which should be nice. Anyways, you can see the a cameo from our buddies from Hexen 2, although not really. And also, this area has a bunch of fake walls or fake windows you can go through. One of them has a portal, but I'm not gonna take that because this place gets repopulated by enemies. So I'm gonna go through here to make sure they're all dead. See? There's death knights here. Disgusting. It doesn't get completely repopulated, but it still has some enemies wandering through the halls. So allow me to show you the anti-grab belt. It's kind of useless in this level, to be quite honest, but this thing opens up and it's a secret area. It allows you to get this secret with a powered shield. And now we can go back through here and open this area up, because we have the gold key, and we've killed all the enemies we possibly could on this map. Don't be fooled by 85 out of 86. This is not a Quakespasm thing. One Wraith does not spawn in this level, so we can exit. Alright, so that is the Temple of Pain, and aside from the buggy Wraith, we have killed all the enemies. And yeah, like I said, this level isn't too difficult, though the anti-grab belt is kind of useless there, I suppose. It kind of screwed up my movement at the very end there, for whatever reason. Whatever. This level is kind of entertaining. There are a few bugs I encountered with the zombies in the area leading up to the first Wraith. For some reason, one of them wouldn't wake up after it got knocked down for whatever reason, whenever it was in a peculiar spot. Now, that could be a bug with Quakespasm-Spiked, but probably not. I am not completely sure, but either way, you want to get rid of that zombie on the left in the area where you first encountered a Wraith. Make sure it's actually jibbed, because if it's knocked down, at least in Quakespasm-Spiked, from my experience, it won't wake up. Now, I could probably try this in other ports, but it shouldn't be too much of an inconvenience for you, especially if you're using the pentagram of protection that you got from a secret. Shouldn't be that much of a bother. But anyways, yeah, like I said, one of the Wraiths doesn't spawn for whatever reason. I think it's probably in the area leading up to the gold key, but it should be fine. This is throughout all ports anyway. But yeah, the encounters in this level aren't too bad. This level isn't really that difficult for the most part. I mean, you do have hell spawns here and there, but aside from that, I think the hardest encounter is probably the silver key room if you go in rather unprepared, because even then, the ogres and the vor can probably get you if they're actually firing at you, which can really screw you over if you aren't careful. But it's more so the two hell spawns in the room that can kind of screw you over more so than the ogres and vor. But aside from that, we are done with this level. Stay tuned for the next one where we go into R1M7. But until then, toodaloo.